Hello, welcome to a new episode of Rebuild on DeFiChain. In this format, we present our community projects, what's happening behind the scenes, what are they building on. And if you like to join this show, please get in contact with Mark or me. And if you just want to watch our episodes here, then please give us a like, subscribe the channel and click the bell button so you will not miss any future show. So today we have another project here. It was the former Cashflow Butler. Now the Cashflow Butler has a name. It's JAVLIS, and I would like to welcome my two guests for today, Igor and Sebastian, the founder of our Cashflow Butler, JAVLIS. Welcome to the show. How are
Hello.
you?
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Good.
you. We are good. We are good. In between the France versus Morocco game, and we
Yeah.
prefer to build, so we are here.
Correct. We choose a time slot of the World Championship, but if you're not a football fan, okay, then we can do DeFiChain and the community project. So you are now more or less YouTube stars. We are joking in the show because you're doing a lot of videos. Maybe you can also explain a little bit what you are doing there, and for sure present us our or your community project. I think the one or other have not heard about it. So what is a cashflow butler?
Yeah, let us start with maybe also the presentation we have prepared.
Good.
It's kind of a guideline with also some visual effects. So, hi everybody again. My name is Sebastian, and Igor is with me. You probably know Igor. Maybe you know me already. We are currently pushing a lot of crypto education topics and also investment topics. But this is only one part. The major part for today is to show you what JAVLIS is. So, as Daniel mentioned at the beginning, we did a CFP like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something around that, with the name Cashflow Butler. We switched the name just because we recognized, okay, we want to have something which is shorter and not describing. And then Igor said, hey, I like Jarvis, the AI from Iron Man. And yeah, Jarvis is not like possible for a startup name because it's there are like, I don't know, we did a research, more than 100 companies and products out there with the name Jarvis, and then we played a little bit with the name, and finally we are with JAVLIS. And you probably see it also from my outfit. It's not my daily outfit, it's kind of my work outfit, because the Cashflow Butler has the bow tie, and we just said we want to stay with that. So this is kind of a unique thing that you see in all of our videos, or in most of our videos, that especially myself is wearing this bow tie as the short reminder for the Cashflow Butler. So the idea from Cashflow Butler is basically that we want to offer what we are all doing with DeFiChain to the complete world. And I mean, you probably know it, that especially topics around crypto itself are not for everyone, because it's kind of complex, especially nowadays. If you don't want to store your coins somewhere on a crypto exchange and you want to do it on your own site, you have to deal with blockchain topics, with privacy, with private public keys and something like that. And this is something we can do, I guess, but a lot of people outside our crypto bubble, I would say, for them it's pretty hard. And it's not that they don't want to deal with that topic, it's maybe they don't have time or they have other focuses. And we just said, okay, we want to aim for these people. So our aim with JAVLIS is to speak with people and to get users later on, not from the crypto side, but from the outside world, so to say. And the idea is really, it's a platform to generate cash flow by using the DeFi chain in the background. So you can think of something like, if you're using the Light Wallet or you're using any other platform out there, which is you have to deal with liquidity mining, with impermanent loss, and many other things. And we try to avoid all of that and just put it in a really simple UI and just offer people outside the crypto world a starting point to generate cash flow. And yes, unfortunately, the cash flow topic or passive income topic is something where you can reach people, because a lot of people don't want to just educate themselves with crypto. They want to earn something first and then maybe start later with all the crypto education and all the deeper looks into the topic. So if we look a little bit deeper into JAVLIS, what is it? We show you also some screenshots later. but the main idea is really to keep it as simple as possible. So simplicity is one of our main focus in the overall concept. It's a web platform, so you will see it also in a few minutes that we are using a web front end, and in the background is happening the magic, so all the blockchain interaction. Igor will tell you something about that. And our focus is really, as I said, crypto newbies. So all the people out there, and I think if you just look at your network or your friends, we all know these people who asked you, or if I tell about my story or my people I know from my network, I had, I don't know, maybe like 50 people or something approaching me over the last months, especially after I moved to Portugal. Last year, I moved to Portugal, also related to crypto. And many people ask me, hey, I want to do also passive income or make money with crypto. Most of them didn't use the word liquidity mining or staking or decentralized finance, but they said they want to do something like that. And the problem is always, as I said earlier, no one wants really to deal who is not interested in blockchain. And it's always hard for us because for me, and I think also for the rest of us, it's kind of a hobby or like a passion to deal with these topics. But there are unfortunately a lot of people out there who don't want to deal with these topics. They just want to have an easy access to everything around blockchain, around decentralized finance or the DeFi chain. So we just said we want to limit also the services, but we want to have full transparency, meaning especially at the moment with all the topics around CeFi and the problems, the barriers, the entry barriers with DeFi, we are going also in the direction of CDeFi. So combining both worlds, meaning the centralized and the decentralized world, just to have a fiat in possibility for the users. So the users don't have to own cryptocurrencies. They just use fiat money. We have an on-ramp partner, later maybe more, but the on-ramp partner is transforming fiat into crypto. And basically then everything is automated in the background, meaning that the user itself can put fiat into the system, can deposit fiat into the system, and then has to click on invest. And then in the background, he's selecting one of our products. We will also show you what it is. And then everything, the machine is running. We are generating cash flow via liquidity mining. Igor will tell you something a little bit more into deeper in the next minutes. So basically, the DeFi chain is our main chain in the background, and we are using almost everything around liquidity mining you all know from maybe the Light wallet. But as I said, as simple as possible for the end user without dealing with the cryptocurrencies. And with that, I would say, Igor, if you would like to add something to the product, this would be the perfect timing.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, as Sebastian said, we have a challenge to keep it really simple as possible, but on the other hand, we have to explain what this user is going in, because we just cannot keep it as a black box. So this is our product view. So we will have from the beginning 3 products, and this is one of the products. This is just a crypto-oriented product. We have on the left side some kind of a calculator, some kind of slider where you can see how many dollars or euros can you earn monthly if you put I don't know, $9,000 at the moment. So I have a slider where you can put it left or right, and you can see what you can earn monthly and just the annual yield at the bottom. On the right side, we try to educate, we try to explain what is the product exactly and how is a product shares based on the liquidity pool. So we all know the liquidity pools on the DeFi chain side, and we know we have a BTC DeFi pool and ETH and DeFi pool. And here we try to explain it to the customer. Hey, you go 50% of your capital in DeFi and 25 in Bitcoin and 25 in Ethereum. So it is really clear what the user is doing here. You can go to the next side. If user clicks on add investment, you can go, this is our investment page where at the top you can see your balance, and you can choose a product. So first one will be Horizon, as mentioned before. The next one could be balanced if we fix a DUSD problem. So we have a product which is dealing to be stable. So you put your money and just get cash flow without up and down side. So the user can see, oh, I don't participate in up and down trends, so I just generate cash flow, and it could be a good possibility right now. When the user chooses the amount he wants to invest, he just clicks on add investment, and it's just like a cart on Amazon. So you can put your products into the cart, just select what do you want to invest in, how many, and just click on invest now. And afterwards, really interesting goes on. So this is just the web platform, what the user sees. And on the background, we all do the investments, divestments, and reinvestments all automatically with our backend, where a job is running every hour, every 2 hours. It depends on how many invests we have, and do all the swapping. So we have the USDC in the wallet. Every user has his own wallet. So for us, it's really simple to make proof of reserve. So we will have from beginning a button where you can click and you go to your address. So you can see that every single dollar is in your address, and everything is there. But back to the investment. So we have implemented all automatically. You can Vault Maxi. It's the same approach. So we take the USDC from the wallet, convert it to the pools, add liquidity to the pools, and just track the rewards and write it to the account of the user. Yeah.
Okay. May I ask one question? So you showed us the crypto allocation of Horizon. Yeah, it was 1 quarter to PTC, 1 quarter to Ethereum, and half of them into DeFi. So that's the starting investment. Does the ratio change? You mentioned also before the impermanent loss and the price fluctuation. Is it reflected or remains for the user at a fixed ratio?
At the beginning, we will start with this ratio, but in the future we can adjust that. So there will also be products with another ratio. So we will maybe build a product which also contains this pools, so which also contains BTC and DeFi, but on another share. So it is a little poach. And so if you think of a beta portfolio or weather portfolios, then your crypto position can only be 10%, and another position will be stable coins or ETFs and so on. So this product will start with this ratio, but in the future we will, especially in the next year, we will adjust this to see what are the possibilities, what other investors or influencers says to the products, and maybe some improvements on the product share. So but we have to start from something. So
that's fine. Yeah, okay. My question was more towards price changes of DeFi. If this is measured in fiat, and now the DeFi price measured in Bitcoin makes a factor 2, the ratio will change. Is it also reflected on your side, or do you keep it at a fixed ratio for the user?
No. For the user, so we have on the backend, we just look at the blockchain and make a call to Ocean and ask how many funds are invested now, and if the ratio changed and your funds goes down, the user will see it also. So we cannot catch it up because we cannot take the risk.
It's a pure liquidity mining in an easy way. And you also move like the pools. Okay, great.
Yeah, and with automate, invest, reinvest, and so on. So user just can make 2 clicks and we will make the rest. Yeah,
okay. Because maybe I can show here the question of Rhodium goes into this direction, but so it's the fixed ratio, but if this was invested in liquidity pools, it wouldn't stay like that for long, as BTC and ETH change against each other. So that was the answer.
Yes,
great.
That's the reason why we try to create 3 products from the beginning. So they have the option to go full into crypto, where you have all the risks, so upside, downside, and liquid and impermanent loss. But on the other side, we also will offer a stable coin product where you don't have this risk if you fix a USD problem. So that was the idea.
Yeah, thanks.
And I think one major part here is especially so we have transparency, complete transparency that the users can see where he is investing in. But the main issue is if you think about not us as user group, but people, as I said at the beginning, from the outside world, so to say, they have sometimes problems with understanding what is Bitcoin,
Yeah.
Ethereum, DeFi chain, USD, DUSD, whatever, all the topics which is our daily work. But for many people, it's still a like a black box. So it's more or less that we are explaining a lot, not directly technical, but from a standpoint where someone who has maybe some investment experience without cryptocurrencies, maybe with stock markets and some other asset groups, can understand what the mechanisms are in the background. And mainly the thing is what we are using is basically all the liquidity mining functionality, which is the DeFi chain offering, but we try to put it in, let's say, kind of a nutshell where the user at the first point only sees the information he needs to decide whether he's going into product, let's say Horizon or Balance or Beta. And then for the people who want to deal a little bit further with the topic, they can see, okay, this is like the ratio, this is the things which are doing. But the main aspect also, this was also the name coming from cash flow butler, is then as soon as you are invested, and we know all know it either from Cake or DFX or from the Light Wallet itself, you get like a cash flow and rewards are coming. And this is the thing where probably also is mainly interesting for new users or new crypto people, that they see there is coming let's say something like a continuous cash flow from my investment. And this is also something which is a major part on the platform. And from time to time, I think that it's easier for people to understand, okay, I get some money out of my investment, there is constantly cash flow coming in, now I want to deal with the topics a little bit further. And this is our hope, that then people say, okay, now I want to learn more about Bitcoin, Ethereum, DeFi chain, and also maybe the stablecoin pools and something like that in this direction.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Cool. And yeah, maybe we have two other things. So it's a little bit up to you and also maybe the community out there. So one thing what is important for us is especially the roadmap next year. When is our go live, which is one of the major questions we received at the beginning. And the second thing is what we have done so far. And Igor covered a couple of things already from the development side, what we have done. Maybe Igor, maybe you can just give us a little bit of an overview. What is from the development side the status quo? So what have we done so far, and what are the open topics for especially next year?
Yes, sure. I think we can switch to the roadmap. Yeah, this year. So yeah, the whole year we are building. So we are really focusing on really building the platform as soon as possible. This was our major goal. So we hired some external people to help us to build the platform. And the main topics were to build the platform on the one side, but the big topic is the backend side, where you have to deal with the blockchain interactions. So you have to you have to implement Ocean, you have to use Ocean, you have to think about, okay, how many all calculations and how you can swap, how you can composite swap between DFI and D tokens. You have at liquidity and everything automated with also exception handling and so on. So this was the basic parts to build the platform to make it easiest as possible. So we have a designer who especially doing nothing else. He's just thinking of, okay, what is important for the user and what we need and what we don't need. So this year was really building, and the product is ready. We are full ready with functionality and already testing with about 10 people on the testnet. With all the investment, all the parts, also with our on-ramp partner who so he transfer fiat to blockchain, and then we take our part. We have some issues on the design part. So we have 3 views we have to design, also the landing page. And if is it ready, we will start next year in Q1 with a beta test, with a closed beta test on testnet. With finishing UX, and we will also make a landing page maker, because now is a landing page just simple for the subscription, and we will add some more description, some more features, and so on. So we will have in Q1 our beta tests. So please subscribe to JAVLIS.com and help us to make a really good start in the beta test on a testnet.
Igor,
so
can I add something here?
Sure.
Why should people subscribe? This is probably the main question. People should subscribe because we will communicate via the subscriber list and basically offer the beta test via the subscriber list, just to have a kind of a process. So the information to all of you guys out there is please help us with beta testing. And the easiest way just to say I want to be a beta tester is go to javlis.com and just subscribe. It's easy, just your email address inside. And as soon as we are ready for the beta test, there will be an email communication to all email subscribers, which are on our waiting list. And then everyone can say, I want to do or I want not to do. So this is the major thing. And please help us, because we want to build something for getting new users, new money coming into the DeFiChain system and everything. And there we need a lot of tests just to have like a strong foundation in the background.
Yes, thanks. So Q1, as I said, closed beta test, and in Q2 we will make it public beta test, and the goal is to go live in Q2 in 2023, where everything is tested on mainnet, and so we can really remove beta status from the product and be ready in Q2 in 2023. Yes. Then I think, Sebastian, you can cover the topic from the marketing side.
Sure, I will continue. Maybe one interesting thing regarding why should this tool is also maybe interesting for the DeFiChain community, because the platform, as you saw it before, is nothing most of the people in the DeFiChain ecosystem should need or should use, because most of them are probably using the Light Wallet or other platforms. The real thing behind is that we are offering a platform which is all for all people out there who are not yet in crypto. I mentioned that again, but the main thing is we will build up a quite interesting referral system. I think as a fintech or crypto startup, you have to have something like a referral system, which is quite interesting. And this could be also a part for the community out there, not only to spread the word and do nice things for people which are not yet in crypto, but also benefit from that. And there will be a lot of possibilities later on. As soon as we are ready, we're also launching some information there. But just keep that in your mind at the moment, that there will be a pretty nice referral system. And then we are currently also directly doing marketing, but there will be a big wave next year as soon as the product is live. And maybe you have seen some of our videos so far. So it's quite funny because we did already more than 60 videos, and it's not only the typical YouTube content where we are doing education. This is a major part. But in this major part, we said, okay, we have to cover the complete investment journey. So just starting from the topic, why is investment important? What is a diversified portfolio? Why you're needing cash flow? All the topics we learned from, I would say, quite important influencers or important investors which are out there. We try to sum up all the information and make it in short videos, which are around 3 to 6 minutes. And in a few days, just before Christmas, we switched from the generic investment part to cryptocurrencies and decentralized finance. And I think this is a major part just to learn more, especially for the outside world. What is crypto? What is blockchain? Why we are using DeFiChain? What is the DeFiChain? And so on. So all the topics we are typically dealing with on a daily basis, we put in easy to understand and short videos. And on top of that, I guess that only education is probably not enough, and especially to reach out to people who are not yet invested in crypto, you have to go some other ways. And this is also the reason why we are strongly challenging and trying out other social media. Like, I mean, Instagram is not a very unique or a new version, but we are a lot of experimenting with TikTok and also Shorts. You probably have seen some of our kind of funny videos where I played a couple of characters, and this is only the beginning, and we are just collecting data and looking which videos are performing good, where we can reach a lot of people. And yes, sometimes my wife is asking me, why are you doing that? And please remember, the internet is not forgetting anything. But I just say, okay, we to have this really as a maybe a next CDFI company and get a like a real global reach or something, you have to go new ways. And this is also the reason why we try to bring this funny different content to a lot of other platforms inside the DeFi chain. And as I said, there will be a lot of additional things, and especially together with influencers. So we are currently already in conversations with a lot of influencers which are close to DeFi chain or kind of the topic of decentralized finance. And especially next year, there will be a lot of influencers who hopefully then also communicate about our product. Starting from Q2, Q3, Q4. And there will be also some changes to the product. Maybe Igor, you can add something on this direction in Q3.
Yeah, sure. But maybe one thing to marketing. I think it is important that the people are entertained a little bit. So we have many content out there which is really heavy to understand, and we try the way the people are entertained, and we try to go another ways as other accounts or as other investment companies. So this is really important to get the people to just entertain them, to make funny content, but also the content that people understand. So maybe that's just one point is really important, and the reason why we go this way and just try some weird things sometimes. On the product side, our referral system will be ready. It is ready now. So if you refer someone, you also get a percentage of the rewards. It's already there. But we will also add a possibility for products just hold. So you can just invest in D tokens and hold without cash flow. So we will add this product next year. It can be interesting to invest in special D tokens or just commodities or ETFs or this basket. So you can in gold and silver as one product as example. And so this will be possible also next year. We will add possibilities for managed products. So if you can imagine if somebody, a good investor out there can create his own portfolio and can push it on his channels and integrate it on other platforms so the user can invest in his portfolio. And so we'll bring in influencers, investors, and also retail together and try to build good products for both sides, which are really bulletproof for different market situations. We will also optimize the existing products, so maybe share change of products. We want to have 5 products next year, which really come from JAVLIS besides another one. So there will be one of point, and the next point will be we want to make blockchain and security improvements. So custody, how keys are stored, and so on. So this also will be really important next year. So we will make this bulletproof, and we need some security engineers, some maybe an audit how we store the keys. So this will be also one of the key points next year. Yeah, these are the points I think for Q3, Sebastian. Yeah.
Perfect. And let me maybe add something to all the marketing things we just started with all the videos and postings and everything. You can already help us a little bit if you just follow us on the different social medias. I guess DC, we will link the social media links down below in the show notes. This would be really a help because at the moment we can't offer the platform because the platform is still in the testing phase. But what we do at the moment is really focusing the education part. And this is something a lot of people out there already said that is quite helpful, especially for new investors. And already, if we are then looking into the crypto part, this will be something which I guess will even more getting views and likes, and hopefully also like a wider audience, because understanding crypto is for many people really a hard topic, and we try to stay within this 3 to 6 minutes for all of our videos, and then have like education, a really easy to understand education for all the crypto topics within the next month. So please help us share the content within your network. If you have someone who is interested in starting with investing or starting with crypto, there will be a lot of information, just that you don't have to do it. So if people are approaching you, hey, I want to start with crypto, you can just say, okay, then watch the videos first and ask as an example. This is also my aim, that I can just say, instead of explaining everything, I just move to the videos and then say, okay, we have a conversation after you have like kind of the basic information. And that would be my wish. So thanks in advance for every like or every follow and every share. This is really a help at the beginning.
Yeah, we will put the links in the show notes. Twitter and YouTube is already there, and the missing ones we can add later on.
Perfect.
Thanks for all the hints. We have some questions in the chat, and I want to ask them to you. Maybe we started with the easy one on the implementation side. Christian Patterson asked, will the language also be in German or other languages available?
Unfortunately not. So we will start with only English for the first, because of all the things with BaFin and so on.
Okay, great. Then Rhodium was very active. I think you mentioned something towards this direction, but maybe you can also explain a little bit more how you are going to convince people that even though they are not controlling their key private keys, they are still safe. FTX has made people very wary.
Yeah, I already mentioned this point. Every user will or is able to go to settings and to click on proof of reserves. And for the first stage will be then there's a link to DeFiScan for his address, for the address of the or account of the user, and there the user can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on. So every user can prove his own address or his own account. In the future, we will also make our own Explorer, or maybe a page where the user can see it in more simply way, because not every customer will understand what he's seeing there. So for the first launch, we just make it possible so every can do it, can verify, can look at it, and can compare. Okay, I have I don't know, 2 Bitcoin there, and this is $100, and I see in the blockchain explorer, okay, there are 2 Bitcoins, or 1 Bitcoin, and the other part is DFI. Okay, it seems to be okay. So there will be a possibility. It is too complex for the beginning, but we will start with it, and with time we will implement our own views, so it's also simple and easy to understand for the user. So just don't trust, verify. Yeah. And this is especially in these times, it's really important to make it from the beginning and don't to hide any things. And for us, it's really easy, because we decided to make one address for every user. So it's just easy for us to make it transparent. Yeah, this is our way.
The other thing is, maybe let me add, especially the target group we have. You can just think of the target group. We have a related target group, which is at the moment using, or earlier using, all the peer-to-peer platforms, like if you go to Bondora or Mintos or something like that. And I guess from all what we received as feedback so far, from all the conversations we had with influencers and something like that, that most of the people don't want to save their keys or hold their keys on their own. As I said, if we're not looking into our bubble, but in the, let's say, in the outer world, where people have really problems with that and still not understanding that my Bitcoins are not on the USB stick, just kidding. I mean, they think it's a USB stick, but the hardware wallet and something like that, this is still a problem. So I would say from time to time, it's also our idea to have this education task. And then maybe people later say, okay, I now do it on my own. I go directly to the Light wallet and do it really without someone else. But at the beginning, the majority of user groups we want to attract is really, it would be better just to use a platform instead to do it on their own. And compared to FTX, really the topic of transparency. So CDeFi is definitely helping regarding transparency. Yes, at the end, you can't do something regarding a rug pull or something. But the main topic with FTX and all the other companies was really how they have managed the user funds. And this is something which is completely transparent. So if there is some problem out there, there are people outside in the community who would realize that really, really quick and then just say, okay, problem, and be careful. So this is the major part. We say transparency number one, and the rest is something which we offer as a service.
Great. Thanks for the answer. Then there was one word on your slide. It looks like triggering some questions. One came to my mind. It's referral. So how are the referrals paid? And with this, Rodium was also in the chat. What is your business model? Are you taking a cut of the liquidity mining rewards, or is it a fixed subscription model? Can you give us some insights there? Or
yes, we can. It's pretty easy. So there will be a so-called performance fee, meaning there is no fixed subscription planned at the moment. Can be changed maybe later, but at the moment we are. It's kind of a popular business model just to say you don't have to pay something. You just have to. Or you get less if there are some rewards coming in, and this is the major reason. The referral system is if you look at other companies, pretty close to that. We try at the beginning because we need users, we need to grow quickly, because this is something you have to do at the beginning. Otherwise, you can't reach a lot of people out there, which will be really attractive. We are not fixed with the numbers at the moment. This is also current progress we are developing, but I would say it's definitely higher than the competitors out there or other platforms which are dealing not only with crypto, but also other incentivized things. So peer-to-peer lending, or if you go to the traditional banking system. So it's quite attractive, I would say, but the numbers are not yet final, so I don't want to communicate them right now.
Okay. Then we stay at the referral side. Not to the numbers, but another question. If your referral refers someone else, do you get a smaller slice of those rewards, so like a level system, or it's limited?
Yeah, it's a level system, as many. If you refer more, you get more percentage, and we just in that case we just get less. So we cut our profit and give it to the referrer. The customer in the end gets the same reward as always, if he is referred or not, and all the referrer get a slice from our part. Yeah.
And it's also planned to have lifetime, so no, as long as there are rewards coming in and this is connected to the user, but also like not final. We are still working out what is the best way, and this is something where you can make many mistakes if you don't think this really, really through and just say, okay, we do something, because if you change it later, as soon as the platform is online and ready, and people are asking, why have you changed, because you are already live. So this is something where we
change is possible, but only in one direction.
But on the upside, right?
Only in the upside.
Downside,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, then Christian Pedersen. For sure, we in Germany have to ask, what about referrals regarding BaFin? You mentioned it. Are you paying referral bonus out or not?
Also something where we are still in the, I would say, clarifying phase. And it depends also on a couple of other things where we are currently doing regarding regulation and something like that. So this will be something, if you are really interested, Christian, please subscribe to our waiting list, and you will be one of the first ones getting this information as soon as the platform is ready and as soon as also the referral system is ready.
We will try, of course we will try, but we have to stay on the legal side. And if it is too risky for us, we will just not allow this. So it's just a legal problem or a legal part.
Okay. Maybe I can add one thing which is quite helpful there. We all heard probably of this MiCA thing, so the European regulation, which will come probably next year. It's not 100% sure, but if you look a little bit at the media, you see there is kind of a concept and already like a further steps to have a standard regulation completely in Europe. And this is something which is, in our opinion, could be also working quite well with the timeline we are just showing here in the main screen. Because with MiCA, you probably don't have the problem that you can't do referral in one country, maybe as cake, and in other countries you are allowed. This will be something which will be a major part of MiCA, just to have a European-wide completely regulation, and which is in all the countries the same. And we hope that this is something which is ready next year, because then you don't have to think about what will happen or what are the points. You have really a clear focus. You have a description. You have a process where you can just say, okay, this is the information we have, and not like this gray area where most of the referral crypto companies are at the moment working in Europe or in Germany.
Thanks. Yeah. Nothing to add here. Thanks for great answers and engagement. Also from my side, that were all questions from the chat. Maybe a nice comment regarding your bow tie should be in DeFiChain purple. Think about it. And yeah, I just can say
Sebastian.
Crypto winter, this is the topic. Someone asked me, I posted a picture today without the typical outfit, and someone asked, and
Yeah.
I said
You
I
have
made
to
the
invest
photo
more time
when
for your outfit, yeah.
the shirt was in the laundry, and I only have one shirt, so we need a little bit more push in the market. Then the purple bow tie will be also the next topic or the next task. Thanks for the great
Okay.
questions, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the show. I think we are at the end. A great presentation, a lot of questions from the chat. Thanks for posting them, and thanks for you to answer it. I'm looking forward what's happening in 23. So a lot of things on your side is planned. Maybe we do another show next year to see what happened then,
Sure.
how it's going on with your project. I would like to welcome you again here. Thanks for joining, taking the time, showing us what you're building in CryptoBinder. Great.
Thank you.
Then
Thank you so much, DC.
have a great time. You also watching this show. Give us a like, subscribe, and see you soon on this channel. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.